I'll be recording this session. And we need to start by addressing the big elephant in the room, which is this exercise. The aim is to do it correctly, but I'll do it on Excel this time around. Just in case you want to use Excel in future, be it labs, be it assignment. So I will be doing it on Excel. So I don't know, this screen is a little bit smaller than the other one, but let me try my best. Okay, so in this exercise 13.18, Roy's firm has developed the following supply, demand, cost, and inventory data, allocate production capacity to meet demand at minimum cost. Using the transportation method, what is the cost? Assume that the initial inventory has no holding cost in the first period. Back orders are not permitted. Okay. We'll have period. Okay. Which is 1, 2. No. Shouldn't go down first. Period 1 like this. Okay. And I will have period 1 also here. It's best to write like this, period 1. Yeah, I think like this is better. Then observe what I will do. I will say insert. Mind you, this is recorded. I'll say insert and I merge here. Okay. Then over here, I have my regular time, RT. I have my overtime, OV. I have my subcontractor, SB. Okay. Then on my period here, I want to have, let's say I start to capture data. This is where I'll capture my data, but I want also for things such as the costs. Né? Then I bring this thing here. This will be for my cost. Then I match these two cells. In retrospect, I will have something looking like this. Okay. And looking like this. Match again. Here we say period 1, period 1. And right click. If you go to what is it, format cell, you'll see that you have this, what is called alignment. We change this to 90 degrees. You click OK, your alignment will change there. Okay, sharp. So we want how many periods? 3 periods. Two and 3. I like to have the fourth one, which is excess. And let's say unused capacity. So in simple terms, guys, one of your fellow classmates did pick up that we are all making a mistake. All of us, including myself. I'm not special in this one. All of us were making a mistake, and she came up with the correct way to do this. I'm just horrible with names, and I don't want to expose you unnecessarily. But we were all incorrect to some extent, to some degree. On Tuesday, I will come with your scripts to class. Your marks, I'm sure they are already published. I'm not sure if you are already seeing them or not. And then now, period 1, we do it again, 1, 2, 3. We get for period 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm no longer seeing what is happening. Okay, period 3. And then for here, if you highlight and stretch this thing a little bit, they should open up all of them. Yeah. Highlight again and center should sit properly like it does there. Yabo. Okay. Now we're having this graph. Then below them, those are your demand. Okay. And we're going back to the question now. Then we have 40 as a demand. I like to write it there. You'll see why I write it there. 40, 50. Why is this 55? 50 and 40. Okay. And we're done with that. This for reference. One this for your reference. Add it with a pencil even in a test or exam. You'll never regret it. Trust the person who came up with this. And you can already do the sum by highlighting everything and going where? Where is the sum? Auto sum must appear here. You see Excel people are becoming lazy now. The auto sum must come up. It's here. sum. Okay, we have 135. Ne? Okay. We have left something important, which is initial. Okay. Our initial becomes X there, and our formula must change. And our value there becomes 1370. But these are costs, Mr. Am I making a mistake or what? No, not with cost. Not with cost, no. Mistake. Okay. It must be 30, 10, 5. 35, 35, 12, 5. 30, 10, and 5. And the answer becomes 162. The 162 that we were all fighting about. There's our 162 there. All right. Then the unit initial value, this one, you must match it. Initial value is then you need to program your spreadsheet. Must program your spreadsheet to be happy. Program a spreadsheet. You're going to highlight here. Actually, you're going to say equals to sum, open bracket, highlight no, you don't highlight everything. You highlight specific things. This column, that, and that. Close bracket, enter. You get a 0. Double click there. And you get this. Okay. Then you start again. You do it again. This equals to sum I believe this is a whole row. Close bracket. And double click there. Control Z. Rather go across. It's making a mistake. Okay. We are deleting for this. We don't want total costs. We're deleting for cost now. Then we're only left with this. Right. Now we're done programming our spreadsheet. We now want to focus on the cost. 0, the first one, and 4 and 8. This one is a 0. Then we have 100. We have 150 and 200. Okay. We have 104, 108, 154, and 158. 204 and 208. And then we start on period 2 now. 100, 104, 150, 154, 200, 204. Then we move right along for the period 3. 100, 150, 200. All right, then we have this. Okay, now our initial value is what? It's 20. Hey, I've never gotten a call directly on my landline. I'm ignoring it. 20, you are getting what? A 20 there under used capacity immediately. Then, now, the rule now, one thing I didn't do was to go and read the instructions thoroughly. But what is really happening here is that you take the least cost here. You look which one is the minimum cost. It's 100. Then you start by prioritizing 100 first. The $100 on under $100, which is the regular time, is 30. Therefore, we have what? We have the 20, which gives us a 20 on the bottom there, which means something is wrong. Okay, I didn't do a proper formula. This must be C2, not C3. C2, then it's a 40. I drag it all the way. I delete these other ones that we don't need. Then it's just like this. Okay. I'll move this to the side. You all have it. Okay. Then we have our 40. Then we carried over the 10. We can write it for now this side. The 10. And I believe this is what? 5. Okay. Then we move to the period 2 here. The lowest cost here is what? Is the 100. 100 at what? How many? At how much? At 35. 35. Okay. We are left with 15 here, as you can see. This is our reference. We must always reference to this. We're left with 15. Then the next smallest is 150. Then under 150, how much do we have? Okay, the next smallest is actually 104, not 150. Yes, 104. And 104, we have this 10. Then we take that 10. The nice thing about this is that you have this to reference. That's a nice thing. You know when you're making a mistake that la, I'm penning. See, this one says 40. So it means somebody is not supposed to be here. It's this one. Now is a 30, which corresponds. Then we move to the second largest, which is 150 now. This one. With this one, you then check its values. It's a 12. How much do we need from how much from 45? We needed just a 15. We need a 15 in order to go to. So you take the 12 as a whole. 12 as a whole. And we're remaining with what? With a 5. Out of that 5 for 200 there. 150. I see here we left a 5. Might need that 5. We might need that 3 there. We might need that 3 there because we took the 12 there at 150. At 154, we're still left with, yeah, we're still left with, no, actually, it's not part of this. No, I'm making a mistake here. Okay, this was a 10. All right, done. Then the overtime, what is the overtime? It's a 10. Okay, so 154. So we'll take from this 10. Actually, 5 is here. See, you need to make sure that you are careful with your numbering. This one's 0 for now. So there's a 10 here from the overtime. There's actually a 10 from the overtime. So obviously you cannot go to 200. You must take from this 10. You must take 3 from this 10. Yeah, 3 from this 10. Then you put 7 there. Okay. Then we have a 60. Hey, what's happening now? Now we have a 60. Okay. I didn't notice that. 57. You need a 3 here. You need a 5 here. Yeah, you need a 5. So the remaining is 7. The 7 goes this side. So the 154, you don't need it. This one, you don't need it. The 10 there, you don't need it. So you bring back the 10 that side. Aha. Then it comes like this. Okay. And now you move right along to period 3. Under period 3, we have a 30. A 30 is the lowest, followed by a 150. There's nothing else that is lower than 150 here. that is still not fully utilized. Then we bring a 10 this side. All right. Then there's a 5 remaining. You throw it this side. Okay. There's a 5 missing. Just confirm by doing this. Yeah, there's a 5 missing. Here. There's a 5 missing. For subcontracting, there's 5 missing. There's your 5. Then we have 162, 162. So this is how you are doing this. Now, this method is correct. It corresponds with all the possible memos that I have, which I couldn't justify at the time we wrote the test, but now we have everything. We have to do the sum of now I do this equals to, I want to do the total cost now. Equals to this multiplied by that, which becomes a 0. So we need to go down from this to that. How many rows is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So for period 1, we're going to go down 10 times 10. Something like this. Okay. Equals to this times that. Drag it down. If you read in between the lines, you can tell that we can remove this. And now we need to know the total of this. Total cost now is equals to sum of everything within this block. The answer will become 1179. And if you check behind your book on your answers, this is the answer you'll get. So this is the method that you must do. If it happens that you're required to do aggregation, planning aggregating in Excel, this is what you are supposed to do. Right?
Sir.
Now let's move to the business of the day.
Sir.
But before I do, I need to stop the recording because I know how Blackboard works. It will create 2 recordings. Maybe I might rename this one with a different name. Let me record it. Let me stop the recording. And I want to log out and log in because I want to make sure that this thing doesn't combine these recordings. I find 2 recordings because this one aggregating, I want to put it under my YouTube also. So while I'm logging out, do not log out. You people, do not log out.